Well, a psychiatric nurse practitioner who treated Lindsay Clancy testified today as questioning continues to revolve around the medications she was prescribed before she strangled her 3 young children to death in 2023. Rebecca Jolata treated Clancy for several weeks in November 22 when she was struggling with depression, lack of sleep, and thoughts of suicide. However, Jolata said she never feared that Clancy was grappling with postpartum psychosis, which is her legal defense in the murder of her children. But Jolata did recommend that Clancy check into an outpatient program. And the irony, Clancy was denied the program because she was on too many medications. From November 22 to January 2023, the month she killed her children, Clancy was prescribed 13 different medications. Joining me now is NewsNation senior national correspondent Brian Entin. Brian, great to see you. So what can you tell us about Lindsay's husband, Patrick, and his role in her care? We heard today that Patrick told Jolata that he was worried about her being medicated and how it turned her into a zombie.
Yeah, I mean, she was on so many medications, Katie. You just showed the list, 13 of them off and on, different doses. They would raise the dose, they would lower the dose, they would switch the doses around. There were different doctors and nurse practitioners helping her. It seemed like a mess in terms of her medical history. And she did tell her husband, he says, that she had been having these intrusive thoughts, that she had even thought about hurting her children. He had gone to one of the therapy appointments with her. The other thing that shocked me is one of the psychiatrists who was on the stand, and there's been several, Katie, said that she had seen Lindsay Clancy 14 times treating her, but never once in person. All of these visits were on telehealth, which was kind of shocking with everything she was going through, and serious as it was. She didn't even get an in-person visit.
Wow, that is shocking. Incredible. I know that that's more common now, but it seems like with that many visits, it would be different. You spoke with the jury consultant about the case and how she expects deliberations to get contentious. What can you say about the jury selection process?
Yeah, I mean, look, she believes it's about half men and half women, by the way, which is interesting. And she thinks that we've still got a couple more weeks of the trial, but she thinks when this does go into deliberations, it's going to be rough because you're going to have people who are like, for sure she was sick. And then there's other people who are just like sort of black and white on the issue. Look, she killed her kids, and at the end of the day, that's murder. But I was just sitting here thinking about it, Katie. I mean, this is unlike another crime I've covered. It's more of like almost a moral dilemma, this whole thing. And even bringing out all of these other just societal issues, the telehealth, the fact that you couldn't get in-person visits, just postpartum psychosis in general, and how underdiagnosed it is, just a tragic case all around.
So what is her defense really arguing? Are they arguing a moral defense? Are they arguing she was too drugged up to understand what she was doing? I mean, what is their defense of her killing her kids?
Yeah, I mean, look, she's obviously admitted to killing the kids, so she's put that out there. But she's blaming the doctors, the defense, and she's got a really good defense attorney. I mean, he was unbelievable on cross-examination today with this nurse practitioner and also with the psychiatrist over the last couple of days. But they're really drilling into the fact that they weren't on top of her care. You know, she was a nurse. She was writing messages in the portal that were going ignored. She was bouncing back and forth between different providers. I mentioned all the different medicines. And so the defense is just saying, look, no one was on top of it.
All right. Well, Brian Entin, there is going to be a lot more to the story in the coming weeks and, of course, through the trial. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.